And we're fucking going. Here we are, back. The old
It's felt like
cheese in a pot. It's felt forever, innit?
a month.
It really has.
But then my whole life has felt like a month.
Yeah, you must be a tired little bean.
I'd say I'm a husk.
A husk of a man.
I think husk would be how I'd describe it.
You left as Gareth Waugh and you've come back a shell of what once previously was known as Gareth Waugh.
Just like a week of toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
And like, you know, like we're all in our 30s and 40s now.
Yeah.
We're talking about...
or Nelson, 50s.
Hello. Or Kai, 60s. We're talking about Daniel's stag do, which I was on, which was in Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas.
We're in our 30s and 40s. You know, a lot of us comedians, but you know, we're like husbands, fathers.
Yeah.
He's already gave up on the story.
No, sorry, I was turning it on airplane mode. Sorry,
Okay.
that was... Yeah, I was actually me going, this could go off and be rude.
Yeah,
so I was trying to prevent it by accidentally being rude.
Respect members of our communities, husbands, fathers.
Yeah.
You know, we have responsibilities. Some people, business owners.
Yeah.
And all it took was somebody to go, and you did whatever it was.
Anything. Yeah.
Whatever it was.
Yeah. Fucking hell. That says a lot about men, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's us to
I had a
a T,
great
that.
time.
So, because this is what I did find quite strange. So, and I don't know if I did mention this before, his dad and brothers weren't there.
No, they came to the home stag, not the Vegas one.
Right, okay. Because he was like, this is going to be debauchery, and I don't
Full
want I don't want the familia to see.
It was, honestly, we ruined each other's time. It was a good laugh. I don't think I've ever laughed so much in my life.
That sentence, by the way, is an total anomaly. I can't say that word. Anomaly.
You said it right.
And I loved it. We ruined each other's time. I had a great laugh.
I've never laughed so much in my life. But you like go up to somebody, they're maybe like gambling, and there's maybe like 2 or 3 of them there, and they're just watching somebody else gambling, and you just go up, and they're being conservative. They're playing the game properly, you know, they're chucking on 5 at a time or whatever. They're just sitting enjoying themselves. And the longer you sit and gamble, the staff come over and give you free drink.
Oh, wow.
So if you're just like, you can chuck in like 20 quid in a machine and just not even pretend to play it, and they just keep giving you stuff. But the amount of times you would go over to somebody who's doing all right, having a nice time, and you just go, fucking lump it all on, you big chicken. And they're like, no. And you go, and they go, fuck's sake,
okay,
chuck it all on, lose.
Yeah.
Just be like, why did you do that? And it's funny.
A laugh.
It's a good
We're
laugh.
having a laugh over here. It's fun doing...
A week is too long. I also feel like I didn't do enough.
Fun doing the chicken noise, not fun being the chicken. I think that's fair to say.
Yeah.
You took the coaster out with you. That's fucking adorable.
No, it was here.
Was it?
Yeah. Your father brought it through.
Oh, that's even more fucking...
Who, by the way, producer of the podcast.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. Coffee and tea for the tant.
Totally.
Can I get a little sandwich for the boys who are on the podcast? Least I can do.
People kept asking where he was when we were in Vegas.
Yeah.
Where's Robert? I don't know.
So yeah, man, fucking stag do in Vegas. That's got to be like some Hangover type shit. Like I already saw. I don't know who it was. I want to say it was Elliot Steele, but it could have been someone else. Put up like a montage of all the photos to the use, but yeah. And I was like, that's what you'd do. That is what you would have to do.
Take very many photos, and there was one day I came 5th in a poker tournament of like 100 people.
Wow, man!
Dressed in a suit.
That's fucking...
Because I thought we were all going to wear suits to this thing.
Yeah.
So I show up. I don't wear like a shirt. I had like a t-shirt.
I did see a photo of everyone sharply dressed.
Yeah, but like
for the roast?
you can't really see me. Like I was looking good.
I can see you. You look very handsome in that photo.
Everyone kept saying like...
I remember looking at it and going, hot damn, when I'm looking at you. I went, hot damn.
You couldn't see like the full shebang is what I'm saying. Like, so we're walking back from that poker tournament, and Duck and Milo just kept turning and looking at me. I had my sunglasses on at this point. I just won like $200 in this poker tournament.
Fuck yes.
And they were just like, you look incredible. And I was like, well, I feel like shit. So thank you for that. It was one of the only nice moments in the whole thing for me.
That's Milo's fucking whole MO right now, isn't it?
I wish I'd got a photo, because Laura said the way that I was planning to wear the suit, she went, that won't work. And I was like, we'll see. And I put on in the compliments.
Planning to wear the suit?
Yeah. She told me to take dress shoes and a shirt.
Right.
And I was like, no, I'm going to go high neck t-shirt, not too high. And like, sort of...
Oh, that's
trainers.
Cool shit. That's cool shit.
Chris Martin described me as looking like a French assassin. And I was like, that's exactly what I want. Yes, please.
A French assassin. That's a hell of a fucking... Do you know what you strike me as today? A French assassin.
Merci.
Oh, thank you very much. Merci beaucoup.
Obviously, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but I've got one very funny story.
I mean, get it. Just Patreon? Sharing the Patreon? Is there any...
No, I'm going to tell you this story now.
Cool.
So there's a lot of escalators in the streets in Vegas, which is cool. We're going down one, and somebody slaps Cullen on the back of the head.
Oh, wow.
His hat comes off. His sunglasses are on his hat. They go tumbling down the escalator. This woman at the bottom goes, "Oh, don't worry, I'll get it." She goes to pick up Cullen's glasses, and hers fall off her head.
Oh, no.
She's got them up on her head. Hers fall off and smash.
Oh, no.
Everyone thinks Cullen's sunglasses have just smashed.
Yeah.
So we all go, "Way, you fucking cunts!" And the woman's like, "What?
Why would you celebrate my sunglasses getting smashed?"
She's like, "Here's your sunglasses."
Oh,
and we all realize what's happened. We're like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry." But to everyone else, it looks like we've just seen a woman's sunglasses fall off. And we're, "Way,
have that, you fucking slag!"
Millwall,
Mill.
Unreal. And she was so, and like, I think
I imagine Cullen being quite awkward in that moment as well.
Well, he was like,
so who smacked him in the back of the head? Just randoms?
No. Somebody in our
someone in the group, right?
Cullen and somebody else went to the woman and were like, "We're so sorry. Let us pay for new sunglasses for you. We don't have cash on us just now, but we're staying at the Excalibur. Come meet us there. We'll give you the cash." And she just went, "I don't think I'll be seeing you all again."
Oh, that's fucking heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ.
I wasn't there for this, and I'm so glad I wasn't part of that.
But you have tried to make it right there, so I think your boys' conscience
we made a mistake, but my
are
God,
clear.
Toxic.
Yeah, but again, it wasn't ever aimed. But fuck me, her going, "I don't think I'll be seeing you boys ever again."
Do you know,
probably
like,
for the best, love.
Toxic's become like a bad thing, but Britney Spears, she loved it. She was slipping under. The taste in my lips.
I literally thought you were going to go, "Bring back more toxic masculinity," actually.
I don't think it's that bad a thing.
In certain places.
If it's just amongst you and it doesn't cause anyone to go out and harm another person.
Yeah, exactly. If it's inside group toxicity coming around.
We thrive in that.
We do thrive in that.
And also there's a point, I think I slapped Cullen on the head, right? God, he got hit a lot. Yeah. And he turned to me and Daniel. I think me and Daniel were bullying him and I kind of slapped him a little bit. And he goes,
so was Cullen like the whipping boy of the group then?
Can be sometimes.
Yeah. Sounds it.
He said,
sound it.
"Please stop hurting me emotionally and physically." And we went, "Okay, sorry." Well, all right, sorry.
Fair. See, I imagine Cullen being... This is... I mean, maybe what I'm about to say now is maybe going to make you laugh, but I don't mean for it to make you laugh.
Okay.
I would genuinely imagine Cullen being like the alpha of the Yeah.
No.
I genuinely would have imagined that.
No. Very much one of the whipping boys.
Yeah, because he's so cutting. I find him very cutting.
Oh,
and
God,
he's
so
funny.
Quick. And that's I think that's maybe why, because like you'll slag him and he'll really take somebody down out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But he's very much the one everyone's like, him... there's no hierarchy. There's no, like, a couple of people have said that before and we're like, no, we're all mates.
Yeah.
But the fact that you think there's a hierarchy makes it weird.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said hierarchy, but I just thought because I know Cullen and he's so cutting and so quick and so fast, you can't get this guy.
Sometimes, just out of the blue, like you'll be sitting down and you order something. He goes, "Oh, you ordered that of you?" And you're like, "Oh, here we go," and you're ready to get
it's coming.
tight. Yeah,
it's coming. I can feel it.
We did a roast for Daniel in a penthouse in the Bellagio.
Yeah. Now I want to kind of know about this. I guess obviously some of the horrific things that were said can't be.
I don't understand. Kai filmed it for their podcast.
Oh,
and I went, so none of this can go out.
Yeah.
Some of it was horrific. It's awful stuff.
Yeah. Can you tell us some of the awful stuff you said?
Yeah. Hang on, I've got them wrote down.
Yes. Love this.
Some of them weren't too bad, so I'll read out them.
Because I always think as well,
whenever
I watch a roast...
2 days of session as well, right? So you've never seen... And like performing only to comedians.
Yeah.
It's a tough old gig.
Yeah, of course.
I was a shell, right? I was like, up, and apparently I've just read mine so fast. I was like, let's get this done. Here we go. Let's have a look at something.
Because that is more daunting, actually. It's way more daunting doing it in front of just comedians, I think.
Let me find ones that aren't because like they're not even like like crazy bad. It's just like legally
Yeah.
as well. You can't say some of this stuff.
It's not even crazy bad. It's just, laws are getting in the way of it.
There was 4 of Kai's friends there. So I did a thing like, how in the roast they go like, such and such is here.
Yeah.
So I've put Canham, Matty, Ricketts and Soppet are here, and so are some of Daniel's actual friends, which I thought was fine.
Yeah, that's very good.
Can't say that one.
Do you know what? I would actually love it if you were literally reading through it going, no, there is nothing. There is nothing here that I can legally... Is that what's happening?
It's getting close. Milo McCabe is here, a man who's chewed off more ears than Mike Tyson. I thought that was fine.
That's good.
And the group went all right. I don't think these are that funny when I'm looking back now, to be fair. God, there's not many as well. I didn't write. I wrote them like 3 hours before and then went for a nap.
Yeah.
Which is bad. Cullen's gums are so high. Cullen's gum line is so high it's doing a show with Cheech and Chong. So that was all right.
Because that's it. This is what I was literally just going to say, and you followed what I was about to say to a T. What I found with when I laugh at roasts, it's always the sillier the roast, or like just the kind of like the actual comics that go...
The connecting the dots I always enjoy.
Yeah, the comics that just go, I'm going to go brutal, and that's my route. You'll get shock value, and you'll get like a fucking... But like, my favourite ever roast joke is that Gilbert Gottfried one, where he's like, he comes in with a sheep under his arm, and he goes, "This is the pig that I've been fucking." And my wife says, "That's a sheep, you idiot." And I go, "Shut the fuck up, I was talking to the sheep." Because that's just so fucking silly. But that's the level of roast that I find the best.
Bait and switch.
Yes.
Very nice. I don't know that I would... Like, some of them require, like, inside knowledge.
Inside knowledge, yeah, of course. I'm really surprised that they're going to put that out on their podcast's Patreon.
I don't believe they will.
Yeah.
I'd be very surprised. Is there any that I could... Nah, I don't think... 2, 3 of these are inside knowledge jokes.
Yeah.
They wouldn't fly.
And then lawyers have to get involved with the other ones.
2 for lawyer. That you can't say because...
Well, lucky for you, much and more attorney at law. I could have a little look over there. I could have a little look over there. No, but that's very funny, man. Fuck it, Vegas stag do. How long were you there? A week?
A week, 6.
That's too long.
Days, 7 nights.
That's a lot of Vegas. Did you have a day off, or was it just continue carnage?
No. It was too much.
Wow.
We did some really fun stuff. Like, a bunch of the lads took mushrooms and went and watched this show. I was going to take mushrooms, but I'd never done them before.
Yeah.
And I thought that's a bad first experience.
You are correct, sir. I would have done the exact same thing. That is the correct thing to do.
We watched this. It was like jousting. It was like so. It was underneath our hotel. Like, here's the thing with Vegas. Every time you go, like, in a building or underneath a building, there's something spectacular there.
Yeah.
Like, it was a huge arena where people were riding around on horses and knights were fighting each other, and we're like, this is under the hotel. That's
wild to me.
You get a meal, right? It was just chicken, potatoes and stuff, but they didn't give you cutlery, so you're eating it with your hands like you're in medieval times. Like a feast,
whilst watching the jousting.
Yeah.
That is... Were you drinking mead?
No, we had
or drinking out of a
tankers.
Tankers.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I'd love that.
We also had jello shots there, which kind of ruined the vibe a little bit. Cullen got so fucked at that.
Good day to you here, sir. Let's have this shot of jello and wish to our good marrow.
Wish to our good marrow.
What is it close? Is it close?
I liked it all, the whole thing.
Good marrow? No.
Yeah.
What am I trying to say? Good morrow? Good morrow.
Sure. Let's go with that, yeah.
That's a thing. Good morrow.
But like Cullen got so high, he had to leave. He was freaked out by the horses and the explosions. He was like, I'm out, gone. So he had to go leave the whole thing, which was great. And it was so much fun. There was like fireworks and like a dragon and stuff. A lot of the lads hated it because it's Amdram.
Yeah.
I'll not deny that.
Yeah.
There was a lot of daftness.
I imagine you liking that though.
If you just bought into it all, it was great fun.
This is it. If you just fucking sometimes when something's a bit shit and you make the decision, I'm not going to see this as a bit shit. I'm going to lean in. I'm going to commit to this experience. It's a fucking belter of a time you have.
Yeah.
So I imagine that being...
It's great fun. Danny's best man was giving the villain the finger. He was like walking around near our bit and he would just give him the finger the whole time. He's like, fuck you. And the guy was just looking at him for ages and then he just went, child. And we're like, yeah!
That's excellent.
There was so much good stuff. I still feel like I didn't do enough, weirdly.
Really?
Yeah. I'd go back.
Well, the mission was surely...
Different pretenses. I'd take Laura.
Yeah,
see
and
some
go,
shows.
let's go see some stuff and just chill the
Relax.
fuck out.
We don't
let's have
need
some jam, sandwiches, and listen to Snow Patrol.
The weed store, you would have lost your mind at.
I don't know if I would.
Oh yeah, you're off it.
You know, I am off it. Although I did have my first joint. I was going to get to this later in the ep, but I had my first joint in what has felt like forever last night, and yeah, I just think
not for you anymore.
It's just not. I can't trust my brain. My brain goes against me.
I took one edible in Vegas, and it was a weak one.
Yeah.
Normally, I'd like 20, 30. I'm all right.
Yeah.
This was a 10. It knocked me for sick, man.
Yeah.
I was like, I couldn't talk to anyone, right? Because I was like too thinking about the words.
Yeah.
And I was
That's
like,
me always.
Right, so I'm just
my
sat
constant state.
and like I'm just listening to everyone have a nice time, and I was like, I've kind of fucked this a bit. Like I'm not on the night out. I'm like a camera crew or something. Just kind of here like, oh.
It's a tripod.
And anytime anyone asked me anything, I was like, nope, no, somebody else. I'm quite happy just being about. Don't
I'm happy
involve
to
me.
watch. I'm happy
Don't
to
involve
watch.
me.
Yeah.
Like we went to this great arcade and I was too mangled at it.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, come on, let's have a go at the like basketball thing, and I was like, nah.
Really?
I couldn't do any of it.
I can't see. Because I know you so well. You'd be the front line going LeBron.
I'd love it,
like
love
you
it.
would. Yeah, you'd be.
I chucked it for myself.
Yeah.
But
a
there was
little
like
edible, and you're like, no basketball for me
there's a
tonight.
thing called Area 15. It's kind of like an art installation. Is the best way to
Area
describe
15.
it. Yeah, but it's like all these amazing neon lights and like it's really cool.
Yeah.
There's a thing you can pay to get in. It's called Omega Mart, I think. So it looks like a supermarket. You're walking around.
Yeah.
If you open like a freezer door,
Secret passage into different.
bingo.
Fucking.
You
yes.
walk into that. Suddenly you're in a huge spaceship and you're wandering around that.
Oh, what?
It was incredible.
What?
A lot of people hated that as well, but I was just like,
How can you hate that?
I think just different strokes, different folks, you know. But I was walking around a little bit stoned, just like I'm having a very nice time.
Yeah.
Meant I didn't really drink as well the whole time. I was just kind of wandering around like, whoa.
Yeah, well, that's because that's another smart move. If you, I think I would have went like, drink one day, smoke the other.
Yeah.
Drink the next day, smoke the other. So you've got like a day on, day off.
2 days
kind
I
of
did the
thing.
edibles, and I think that was a good idea. But
Yeah.
again, they just wiped me out. During the jousting thing, I took one. Everyone else is on mushrooms, but I went, I'll have an edible.
Yeah.
That's nice enough for me. And at first I was like, this is totally fine. I feel all right.
Yeah.
And then it must have been like 25, 30
You
minutes
saw
into
a
the
night
show.
just get fucking rammed in the chest,
just
and you're
went,
like, oh no,
I went,
this is all went a
I'm
bit
stoned as
much.
ball.
Yeah.
I turned to the guy next to me
Stoned as
and I went, I am high as balls. And he just went, and I was like, oh shit, I'm not that high. I'm not that high. That's all right. He just like, I went, oh, I'm okay.
Hold on.
You had to go to bed after the show.
Hold on. I so thought when you said the guy went, "Brrr," that was him just fucking with you to be like, I'll fuck with the
Nope.
high guy. So it was just you going, I'm pretty high, man. And then you saw a guy, "Brrr," and you were
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
fuck no, I'm fine.
Yeah,
actually.
exactly. He had to go to bed. That guy.
That's fucking correct. I don't think I've ever seen anyone so high that they've been like that before.
He's just like, yeah. He was so fucked. Then they went to bed after that show. We walk over to
That is
New York,
excellent.
New York,
That is excellent.
the casino, and there's a roller coaster goes through the casino here,
Yeah.
and it's like a proper roller coaster. Goes outside, inside, and all the lads are like, "Let's go on that." And I was like, "I cannot go on it right now. I'm way too high. I'll puke."
Yeah.
I love roller coasters. I just couldn't do it.
I wouldn't have done that shit sober, mate. But how many Elvises did you see?
None.
Shut the fuck up.
I didn't see one. I said that halfway through the trip. I went, I
You
didn't see
didn't
a single Elvis.
any Elvises?
Nah.
That, to me, is lunacy.
Yeah.
You didn't
I
see any
agree.
Elvises?
Not one. Not one.
That can't be right.
I guess it can't.
Were the other boys speaking about seeing Elvises?
I mentioned it twice. I went, has anyone seen an Elvis? And somebody went, oh yeah, I've seen a couple. I was like, well, I haven't seen any.
Yeah, I thought it would have been. I thought it would have been like that's their version of the Roxanne red light drinking game. Anytime you see an Elvis, you drink. That would be like I thought it'd be wall to wall Elvis.
So did I.
Vegas.
Michael Jackson, something. I've seen Darth Vader.
Captain Jack Sparrow as well.
No.
I imagine just no.
A lot of like the ladies in like the big feather ensembles. I wouldn't know what you would call it.
Did you go to any places
Strip
with
clubs?
Yeah.
No,
Really?
none.
God
We went to a comedy
damn it.
magic show,
A comedy magic show.
and it was maybe the best thing we did.
Okay. Was it a good comedy magic show?
Yeah.
Oh.
First few
or
tricks.
was it like-
First trick was like I'm doing the rope stuff. You know, like when they cut the rope and they're like, oh, it's two ends. I'm not really into the rope tricks, but it was pretty impressive.
Yep.
The best trick was he got a tent on stage and put a light inside it, got some lady up, and he was like, do you know how to do shadow puppets? And she's like, no. And he was like, right, first of all, inspect the tent, make sure there's nothing. She checks all the like sides, checks underneath. She's like, it's a tent. He's like, yeah, all right, cool. And then he like puts his hands into the tent and does like shadow puppets so we can see that on the tent. And he's like, what do you think this one's going to be? And she's like, dog. And he's like, bingo. And he's like, dog, woof, woof. Very funny. And then he'd like pull his hands out and he'd be holding a dog or something like that.
Yeah,
Like,
pretty
"Here you
crazy.
go."
Yeah.
Pretty fun. And then he did a bear. And he was like, what do you think this one is? And she goes, a bear? He's like, yeah, it is. And then a bear burst out of the tent. Like a man in a bear suit.
Oh, right, okay.
One of the funniest things I've ever seen. Everyone shat their pants.
Yeah.
Just a guy like, rah! And the woman who got on couldn't be a better woman to get on. Like, stereotypical, oh, bullshit! So funny. Loved it. You had Daniel up on stage, which we all
Really?
loved, obviously.
Of course.
Yeah.
So, do you think he went, that's fucking doing this off?
I think he knew because he sorted out, we got tickets for free
Yeah.
based on a connection.
Yeah.
And I think he knew, and we kind of got asked to say
Agents
thank you
fucking-
afterwards.
yeah. So we got Daniel up. What did he do with Dan?
I can't really remember.
Too bloody high.
No, I wasn't
After
at that
the bear,
point.
you're just...
I was drunk at that show.
Oh, right, okay.
And this was at like 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
I was hammered. But it was something like putting a ball through something I can't remember. He said it's a penetration magic, and Daniel like turned around and bent over and went,
Yeah.
okay. And everyone's like, hey! And then he's trying to get the ball through the cup, and he was like, you got any tricks, Daniel, for penetration magic? And he was like, I could spit on my hand if you want. The woman who was sitting in front of us lost her mind at that.
Really?
But yeah, he knew it was Daniel because afterwards he said something like, I'll be, after the show, Daniel will be doing autographs if you want, or something like that. And we're like, all right, you know.
Yeah, he definitely knew. He definitely
So, yeah, very good fun.
knew. Yeah, that's fucking ace, man.
I don't know that there's much more
I've kind of...
worth telling.
have I ever told you the story of the magician I did a show with at the Fringe?
No.
His name was the Magical Bones.
What?
His name
How have I
was
never
the
heard this?
Magical Bones.
Yeah.
And he was spectacularly good.
Yeah.
Like, he did something that I swear to God, I'm like, well, that's the best magic thing.
Yeah.
David Blaine ain't getting close to this. Have I never told you?
No.
Right, well, I'll tell you this. So he was like a magician / break dancer.
Of course.
Yeah, the Magical Bones.
Yeah.
Right? So he did this trick where he got this girl up on stage and like he was like doing like this whole like, let's put on some magic music, and then like bump and grind or something sexual comes on. He
Yeah.
goes, this isn't this song. And I'm sat there going, this is going to be fucking turd. I'm going to hate this. And
So you went and seen the show?
well, yeah, no, I am performing at the show, but I was hosting.
Right. Okay,
So I was at the side watching going, this is going to be turd.
Yeah.
Fuck me, how wrong I was. So he finally gets this bit, and so he throws like, he gets the deck card, he spreads it wide, and he goes, pick a card, any card. And I'm sitting there going, you pick a card, any card, fucking heard it, mate.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
She picks this card, she goes, right, show it to the audience. And she shows it to the audience. And then he goes, right, okay, what I want you to do is just rip that card up, and then she rips it up, and he goes, no, he's looking the other way at this point. He goes, nah, just joking. Put it back into the deck. And she's like,
Yeah.
So it's all very, haha, this is very funny.
Yeah.
And he goes, no, right, okay, seriously, pick a card, any card. She picks a card, and he goes, right, just tear off the corner, just the corner of this card. So she does that, And then he goes, show the room what your card is, and then throw that little bit of corner away. Just throw that away. So she gets rid of it. Just chucks it into the room somewhere.
Yeah.
And she shows the audience the card. Let's say, for argument's sake, it's the 4 of clubs. He goes, right, put it back into the deck. And then she gives her the deck. He goes, you shuffle the deck. So she's shuffling the deck, hands it back to him. And then he goes, right, hit the music. And sexy music comes on again. He's doing like this whole like sort of like sexy dance with like
fucking
the deck.
magicians, man.
I know it's
They're
all like,
I love magic, hate magicians.
It was all very like flair and like, I know I'm about to be really cool, so let me be silly. And then he takes the fucking deck card. He chucks the deck of cards in the air. Does a backflip, lands, catches a card, and goes, "Is that your card?" And it's the fucking 4 of clubs.
Yeah.
Quite spectacular. I was going, holy shit, that was fairly good, actually.
Yeah.
Well done.
Wow, okay.
Like, that must just be a gamble. Just, I hope I get it. Oh, it was. Cool. The one time every million I do this, it worked. And so I'm already blown away by that.
Yeah.
And then he goes, right, okay, I always give the girl that's helped me out a little parting gift. What do women love most in the world? That's right, chocolate.
I think I have heard this story, actually.
So then
it's all starting to come back to me.
He gives her a crunchie. And goes, thanks for fucking doing it. And he goes, why don't you open it now? She opens it now. And he goes, I think the fucking thing might be in the crunchie. And she's like, what? And then he fucking snaps open the crunchie and takes out the fucking corner, and it lines perfectly into the thing. And everyone just went, Wizard! Yeah, demon!
Yeah.
Like, that was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, that was actually some fucking crazy shit. And I was like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's genuinely dark magic. It's genuinely wizard.
I'll tell you about that guy I saw on the Fringe when he got everyone to write a word on a piece of paper and then like chucked them all about, and then he picked one and it said like egg on it or something like that.
Egg. I really hope it was egg.
It was egg. And he like gets somebody's like scrunch it up into a ball, and then he gets like a fan, like a big concertina fan, and then he puts the scrunched up piece of paper on the fan, and he just like taps up and down. He's like juggling it basically on the fan. He goes, you're going to hear it getting louder and bigger. And we watched it get bigger in front of our eyes, and then it's an egg. And then he cracks into a cup and goes, magic. And I was like, no, not magic. It's a piece of paper, sir.
Where are you from?
Yeah, demon.
Where did you come from today?
I was great. I've never seen anything like it.
Fucking wild, that.
But he was like proper magician. Like he started the show by going, I wanted to do a show where I impressed myself. I'm like, fuck off.
It is that. See if a magician just came out and just did like
right,
we do,
going,
just the jokes.
Yeah.
Imagine we came out and went, you know, I'm sick, fed up of just making you laugh.
Yeah.
I want to make me laugh.
You go, fuck this cunt.
Shut up.
Yeah,
sit on that.
Yeah.
Sit on that.
Make that disappear up your hoop. You big fucking weirdo.
I am now very intrigued. You asked me before we started this show if you could get a piece of paper and a pen.
Yeah.
I would like to know for why now, sir.
But I suppose it kind of ties in with magic.
Is it magic?
Stuff. No.
Oh, right.
It'll wreck your head a bit, I think, this. I thought,
Did you learn this in Vegas?
No, I didn't.
Oh, wow.
I learned this a while ago, so I might ham it a bit. I might fuck it up a wee bit. I don't know.
Funny if you do, funny if you don't.
I don't know how funny it'll be. I think maybe your reaction will be funny because you won't be able to wrap your head around it because it's a fucking head fucker.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
And I'm trying to do it from memory.
I'm scared. My hands are clammy.
Okay.
I got clammy hands.
So, we live in a 3-dimensional world.
Do we?
We do.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it.
We do. Look at it.
Yeah. Yep. 3D.
So I don't know. Like, I'm trying to like think how to start it all. Are you aware of the like concept of 4-dimensional worlds and beings?
Gonna surprise you again. No.
Didn't think so. It's quite a hard thing to explain, but I think
it's a hard thing to wrap your head around.
Yeah, I think this will maybe do it. Sorry for the audio listeners. I'll try and describe what I'm doing as best I can.
Or just fucking tell them to get over to YouTube.
So, like, if you imagine a ball right now in our world, right?
Yep.
So it's a ball.
I'm picturing it. It's right there.
Yeah. A ball in a 2-dimensional world. If I was to draw it would just be a circle on the paper, right?
I would agree. There's nothing else you could do.
This isn't a trick. You don't have
Maybe
to be
do
like,
some shade.
yes, we have never met before.
No, I'm going to continue to treat it like
Okay.
this.
So that would be a ball in a two-dimensional world. It's just a circle. I'm going to hold it up for
if you get me to
visual
agree
listeners.
that the world's flat here, I'm going to be really annoyed.
No, I just
I'm
feel
going
like
to be really annoyed.
I just feel
Fuck,
like
the Earth is flat.
given how much you like the Matrix simulation
I'm gonna
stuff,
love
I
this.
thought you might enjoy it.
Yeah.
So if you're a two-dimensional person, right, in this world, right, let's say that's you. So I've just drawn a little stick figure for the audio listeners.
Yep.
You're next to the ball.
Yep.
If you're then looking at the ball,
Uh-huh.
it's not going to look like a ball to you. It's just going to look like a line, innit? Because that's how you're seeing it.
I guess.
Because we can see it from above.
Yep.
And three.
I guess.
So like our world.
In that world, yes.
Yeah, so that's two-dimensional.
It would be a line.
So, I mean, dimensional makes it sound like sci-fi, but
Yeah.
all it means really is, right, like if you've got an axis, like an X and Y axis, that's two-dimensional.
Mm-hmm.
We've added a third, so you can go sideways, along, but also up and down,
Yeah.
like a cube.
Yep.
That's where we're at. We can see down into this. We can draw a circle in.
Yep.
So that's 2D, and then
Yep.
3D, that would be a ball. What's the next bit?
4D.
So 4D, four-dimensional being. Hang on, I wrote down some stuff on it. I had to try and explain it better.
I'll say this.
Uh-huh.
I am scared.
Right.
Terrified. I don't know what's coming with this. It's scary.
So like,
I feel like this is all going to end with like me putting my hand in front of my head and getting smacked.
no, nothing like that.
Okay.
So that's
Says more
two-dimensional
about me.
world, three-dimensional world. So they couldn't even fathom that, like our world.
Yeah.
Same way we couldn't really fathom a four-dimensional world. So four-dimensional beings or objects
Yep.
would be able to interact in our world in a different way than we could, like them, right?
Right.
So a ball in their world, they could make it like bigger or smaller
Right.
in ours. Like, so like if a ball's passing through our third dimension into this, they're just going to see it as a line that starts off small as the ball first goes in and then gets bigger and bigger and bigger and then
Yep.
eventually disappears.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's just going to get bigger and then smaller. So they'll just interact with our world in a different way to us.
Right, you.
I can't really think what comes next.
It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah.
This is incredibly intricate, and I don't even know what you're setting up here.
I'm not
But
really
it's-
setting up anything. I'm just
it's
trying to
detailed.
explain string theory to you, basically,
Wow.
when I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
There's 11 dimensions according to string theory.
There's 11
Yeah,
dimensions.
yeah,
How
yeah.
have I only heard of 4?
Well, because I've only told you 4, haven't I? I don't know what the other ones are.
But up
beyond
until
this.
today, I'd heard of the 4.
Right, okay.
Yeah. But I hadn't heard of a 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th dimension.
Sort of 10th, 11th as well.
Yeah, I got bored.
Yeah. So, I can't remember what the point was. I was trying. I was like, I'm going to tell him about this. I decided this at like 4 in the morning. I think last night. I'd just fed Arlo, put him to bed.
This will blow Muchie's fucking mind,
Yeah,
and it definitely would.
if I knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
So basically, yeah, if a four-dimensional person interacted with our world, they'd be able to right? Say there's a ball in a box in a two-dimensional world, right? So you got a square, that's a ball in a box.
Yep.
To them, they don't know what's in the box, but they can just see the box.
Yep. They can't see above.
We're in the third dimension, so we can see down into the box, which means in a four-dimensional world, if I was to cover up, put my pencil in the cup like that,
Yep.
four-dimensional people would be able to see into that cup and
How
know there's
though?
a pencil. Same as that.
But they can't even see above because your hands.
Yeah,
there.
but they're seeing in a different way than we are, aren't they?
Crazy. I don't understand any of this.
That's what I mean. So, like, we can see into a box in a 2D world. So,
But I can see I can see that because I've got the
Yeah.
vantage point of above,
Yes, correct.
which is I'm guessing one of the dimensions above.
Well, yeah. So, for like, if you do like a graph, right? You've got the X and the Y axis, and that's the two directions you can go in 2D.
You get that?
3D, us goes up the way.
Up, you bastard! Right.
Yeah, to make
Okay.
it three-dimensional.
Yep.
So then the fourth dimension, I don't know which way that goes.
Yeah.
But it means that because I can't fathom it. But they'd be able to see in a box just like we can see in a box to a 2D person.
So when they say there's 11 dimensions, are they saying there's things living in the 11 dimension worlds?
In theory, yeah.
That's fucking...
Yeah.
That cannot be.
Yeah.
What's in the 11th dimension? This is like some Marvel metaverse shit that frankly
We've went
multiverse
full
shit.
bro podcast stuff here as well.
To be fair, I did a lot of work. I'm really quite proud of myself for not asking. Did you see any penises while in Vegas?
Oh, because
I was like, that's right back to episode 1. It was like the biggest dick you saw.
Yeah, but
we've done quite a lot of work to get away from that podcast.
I feel like the reason I was thinking about all this is we watched a video of a guy talking about smoking DMT, right? Which is, if you're doing white man podcast bingo,
yeah,
we're there.
Ding 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 ding. Yeah, I remember fucking. No, I won't say who.
Okay.
But I remember someone in Scottish comedy when giving me a lift home once. It was like a 3-hour drive.
Yeah.
In very, very intricate detail, told me how to cook and make DMT.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, mate, this information, because I think I'd said like, I had a joint last night, and they were like, this guy likes to fucking go. This guy goes. Just a joint every now and then.
So I don't know. I feel like there's maybe something in the old DMT stuff.
He told me, I'm going to ruin it for you right now. He told me that in his living room, he was lying down watching TV. He said everything was just getting vivid and it was all beautiful. And then he said he was looking at his carpet and his carpet started to like hum this wonderful tune.
Yeah.
And he was like, this is beautiful. And he was like, I genuinely felt connected to the earth. And then the carpet just started to like flicker. And then it burst into flames, and fucking Satan came out and fucking grabbed him and pulled him fucking in. And he went, here's the truth. That isn't real. This is real. And then he's just in fucking Satan's hellfire pit.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
And he said he was there for what felt about 2 hours. I don't want to be hanging out in Satan's hell pit fire thing for 2 hours.
I think...
And I know that's what would be me.
I think 25 minutes is enough.
Tops. Satan, it's really cracking on, actually.
Yeah.
It's really... If I'm going to get that bus, Uber. If I'm going to get this fucking... What route is he taking?
Yeah.
I really should be going Lucifer. Thanks for having us, mate. Great pad. Gotta go.
Great pad. A bit hot. I would say that.
Cost of living crisis, Lucifer.
The smell of sulphur, a bit too much for me. But if you're into it, that's the same.
The eternal screams you've got going on, echoing around. I like
really
them.
Atmospheric. Very atmospheric, actually.
But thanks for having me. But if you wouldn't mind, fucking.
Yeah.
So that put me off it.
Well,
that was me going.
I think, I probably would be the same. There's too much darkness.
That's
in
me.
That's
me.
Darkness.
I know I'm Lucifer's fucking guy.
Yeah,
I know.
Getting me in. Yeah. But there was a guy that spoke about. Apparently, a lot of DMT users talk about this dome that they go to. And some guy spoke about how he met some beings there and they were talking, but they didn't talk in a conventional way. The way they talked, it like created objects, and then those objects created objects. And I was like, well, that sounds kind of fourth dimensional to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's something towards that, I would say.
If we were going to do it, right? If we were going to
do it together.
If we were going to.
Yeah.
I'm too much of a shite bag. I genuinely
How long does it last? I don't know anything about it other than this one video I watched. But I hear Joe Rogan talk about it all the time.
Yeah, again, I think it is to do with... I think you can microdose pretty much anything as well. So I think you can. It's all to do with like the dosing and how you cook it and fucking make it. I think that part of the process is integral to the length of high, shall we say.
Yeah.
But if we were to do it...
Yeah.
I honestly do reckon when I do anything like sort of like that, which I've never done, so I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But even if I was to smoke a joint by myself and I get a bit, I'm on a bad one with a joint.
Yeah.
Being with other people is so much better for me.
Yeah,
crucial. It's very crucial.
It sounds like though the DMT trips, like, you know, like if you're high with other people on weed, you're like just having a laugh.
Yeah.
Imagine if you're like on like mushrooms, you're all kind of in it together.
Yeah.
DMT sounds like you're very much on your own.
On your own. See, that's the thing that scares me though, because I would like something to be an anchor back to the real fucking world.
Let's Google what it even is. But
I
remember
like one anchor.
One of my mates did it once, and he said he travelled across the universe and spoke to a spiritual body of light. And I was like, wow, that sounds pretty cool.
I know, it does, and it doesn't. It's such a unique thing to happen that, you know, whenever there's something that kind of crazy and out there, you're like, what, you actually fucking experienced this? there is a part of my brain that goes, well, this is a part of being alive. We're only going to get one go at this, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I might as well scoop up as many experiences as I can. But also, dead scary, that.
I think it's pretty scary.
Traveling across the universe and speaking to demons, potentially.
A powerful hallucinogenic drug found in several plants that can be smoked, snorted, or mixed with ayahuasca.
Ayahuasca's the thing that a lot of fucking the Rogan types and all that are doing now. A lot of American comedians are talking about, I went away on a ayahuasca retreat.
Yeah. Well, Aaron Rodgers, quarterback for the
Bengal City, Cincinnati Bloom Flamingos.
Packers. He does it quite a lot.
Green Bay.
So let's have a look.
Shout out Green Bay.
Yeah, shout out Green Bay indeed. How you might feel. This is a Talk to Frank.
Talk to Frank, yeah.
We would always say, do drugs responsibly.
Yeah. That's what Frank's
How you might feel. Tripped out, see or feel things aren't there, and or feel quiet, frightened, confused, may meet Satan. What?
There you go.
It doesn't say that.
Oh,
obviously.
Not obviously.
Why would
I literally did this. I literally did this and went, well, there you go.
Why would Talk to Frank say, you may meet Satan?
Fucking.
Like he's a real guy.
Voila.
Effects on your body, raised blood pressure, heart rate, and feeling sick. I mean, that's all standard with any drug, including alcohol.
Yeah, anytime you're having a laugh.
How long it takes to work? Immediate effect. Can take much longer if taken orally. How long do they last? DMT trip can be intense, but usually don't last very long.
Right, that's quite good.
Common risk, raised heart rate, blood pressure, and nausea, vomiting. DMT trips can trigger mental health condition and lead to flashbacks. Nobody needs that.
No, nobody.
Live like a Family Guy. How it feels. Let's have a look at how it feels.
It's going to be different for different people, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think if you are the sort of person that would go, I'm going to take DMT, man, you'll be fine. If you're someone like us that goes, oh, maybe take DMT and it'll maybe be nice, it's going to fucking finger your asshole and make you have the worst time.
Yeah, I don't think
you need to be so committed to it.
Yeah.
I
know a couple of people that I just don't think it's for me. But I'm quite intrigued by it all.
Yeah,
Sounds very spiritual.
It's very intriguing. I would like to be a more spiritual person.